Following the celebration of their $1 million success and the arrival of their baby, David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan, who are engaged for 90 days, have reached an exciting life milestone. Following their relocation to Thailand, the couple David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan, who are a part of the 90-day Fiancé, are celebrating a significant relationship milestone. They have recently become parents to their first child. The wedding took place in November of 2017, and David and Annie first met in her home nation. As David and Annie went through the ups and downs of their relationship, including the time when David was unable to pay Annie's dowry money, cameras made sure to capture every moment. The journey of David and Annie through in vitro fertilization, IVF, began in January 2024 after they had claimed for years that they had no desire in having children. The couple took into consideration David's age as well as Annie's polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, when planning to raise a family. Despite this, Annie was able to deliver a healthy baby with the assistance of their doctors. They have now turned their attention to the point in time when everything started. David uploaded a video that was taken at the HRT fertility clinic in Encino, California, with the caption "1 year ago today." David had taken a video of Annie lying in bed, appearing sleepy, when she was still under the influence of medication just after egg retrieval. Annie was unable to calm down and told David that she was in heaven while she battled to articulate her thoughts. When David recalled the incident, he laughed at Annie, but he also wrote, "Who knew that day we would begin the process of having our little girl?" Annie expressed her surprise at David's statement. David affirmed that miracles do take place and provided further evidence that their prayers were heard and answered. When David first met Annie, he had already overcome a great deal of adversity in his life. When he made the decision to offer Annie a drink in a pub where he had heard her singing, he had already triumphed over a number of challenges, including financial failures, heartbreak, alcohol problems, and unemployment. Due to the fact that Annie's family desired a substantial dowry from David, he had to seek assistance from his friend Chris in order to sponsor Annie's visa. In addition to this, Annie had to cope with David's 3 adult children, all of whom were almost the same age as she was, and convince them that she was not a gold digger. In the midst of all of these problems, Annie and David were frequently questioned about when they planned to start a family. It would appear that the couple did not make the decision to have a child until they had reached a point where they were confident in their financial situation. Annie had officially become a citizen of the United States, and they had purchased a home in Scottsdale, Arizona. Annie never put any pressure on David to let her have a child. The fact that David did everything in his power to provide Annie with the life she deserved in the United States of America was demonstrated by the fact that she was emotionally mature. With this in mind, the fact that they are now expecting a child is nothing short of a miracle. When Annie and David first began their adventure with in vitro fertilization, IVF, it is possible that they did not anticipate that, just 1 year later, they would be holding their very own child in their arms. In spite of the fact that David had undergone a vasectomy, it was difficult for him to conceive a child because he was getting close to the age of 60. Despite the fact that Minthira is an identical replica of him, the star of 90 Day Fiancé is continuing to dispute allegations that he is not the real father of the child. David and Annie are living proof that love has the power to move mountains, which is the central theme of the show 90 Day Fiancé.